Welcome to the Discourse Analyzer AI Toolkit, where articles come alive. You're listening to the audio version of our article. For the full text and an interactive experience, check out the link in the description below. Interact with any selection using our AI assistant to enhance your understanding. Let's explore.
Methodological Considerations in Critical Discourse Analysis, CDA, the intricate fabric of society, woven with threads of discourse, reveals the profound impact language has on shaping social norms, identities, and power dynamics. Critical Discourse Analysis, CDA, serves as a critical lens, meticulously examining this fabric to uncover the subtle and explicit ways discourse influences and reflects societal constructs. Through methodological rigor, ethical considerations, and a diverse array of analytical tools, CDA delves into various sources of discourse, from media texts and political speeches to online forums, uncovering the mechanisms through which discourse operates within social contexts. This exploration is further enriched by case studies, which illustrate the application of CDA across different fields, highlighting its versatility in analyzing the nuanced interplay between language, society, and power. Through such detailed investigations, CDA not only enhances our understanding of discourse's role in social construction but also underscores the importance of critical reflection and ethical sensitivity in discourse analysis. 1. Data collection. Sources of discourse. Methodological considerations in critical discourse analysis, CDA, are crucial for ensuring rigorous, ethical research practices, particularly in the stages of data collection and the selection of discourse sources. CDA studies often draw upon a diverse array of discourse sources, including media texts, political speeches, online forums, and more, each offering unique insights into the ways language constructs and reflects social realities. However, the selection and use of such sources must be navigated carefully, with acute awareness of the ethical implications involved. 1. Media texts. Description. Media texts encompass a wide range of formats, including newspapers, television broadcasts, advertisements, and social media content. Relevance to CDA. Media texts are pivotal in shaping public opinion and social norms. Analyzing these texts can reveal how ideologies and power relations are constructed and perpetuated in society. Considerations. Researchers must consider the representativeness of the selected media sources and the potential biases inherent in media production and gatekeeping processes. 2. Political speeches and documents. Description. This category includes official speeches, legislative documents, policy papers, and other forms of political communication. Relevance to CDA. Political texts are rich sites for examining the discursive strategies used to legitimize authority, mobilize support, and frame policy issues. Considerations. Analyzing political discourse requires attention to the historical and institutional contexts that shape and are shaped by these texts. 3. Online forums and social media. Description. Online discourse includes user-generated content on social media platforms, forums, comment sections, and blogs. Relevance to CDA. The digital landscape offers insights into how individuals and communities negotiate identities, norms, and power dynamics in relatively unmediated spaces. Considerations. Researchers must navigate issues of privacy, consent, and the public-private divide when collecting data from online sources. 4. Ethical considerations. Ethical considerations are paramount in CDA, given its focus on potentially sensitive topics and the power dynamics inherent in discourse. Key ethical considerations include informed consent. Wherever possible, obtaining informed consent from participants is essential, especially in studies involving personal interviews or analysis of non-public texts. Anonymity and confidentiality. Protecting the identities of individuals and groups is crucial, particularly when analyzing discourse that may reveal sensitive information or subject individuals to risk. Impact and harm. Researchers must consider the potential impact of their work on the subjects of analysis and broader society, striving to minimize harm and avoid contributing to the stigmatization or marginalization of vulnerable groups. Representation. Ethical CDA practice involves fair and accurate representation of the discourses analyzed, avoiding misinterpretation or decontextualization that could distort the meaning of the texts. The methodological considerations in CDA, particularly regarding data collection and ethical standards, underscore the complexity of analyzing discourse in a manner that is both rigorous and respectful of the subjects and communities involved. By carefully selecting sources of discourse and navigating the ethical landscape with sensitivity, researchers can contribute valuable insights into the intricate relationships between language, power, and society, while upholding the principles of ethical research practice. 2. Analytical tools and techniques. Critical Discourse Analysis, CDA, employs a wide array of analytical tools and techniques, drawing on both qualitative and quantitative methods to explore the complexities of discourse. The choice between qualitative and quantitative approaches, or the integration of both, depends on the research question, the nature of the data, and the specific objectives of the study. Techniques such as coding and thematic analysis play crucial roles in organizing and interpreting discourse data, enabling researchers to uncover underlying patterns, themes, and structures. 1. Qualitative methods in CDA. Qualitative methods are central to CDA, given its focus on the nuanced ways in which language constructs social realities, identities, and power relations. These methods allow for an in-depth examination of texts, emphasizing context, meaning, and the interpretive role of the analyst. Detailed textual analysis involves close reading of texts to identify linguistic features such as metaphors, modality, narrative structures, and argumentation strategies that reveal ideological underpinnings and power dynamics. Discursive strategies identification. This technique focuses on uncovering the strategies used by speakers or writers to achieve certain effects, such as persuasion, legitimation, or obfuscation. Contextual and intertextual analysis examines the broader social, historical, and intertextual contexts that shape and are shaped by discourse, exploring how texts draw upon and influence each other and their social meanings. 2. Quantitative methods in CDA. While CDA is predominantly qualitative, quantitative methods can complement these analyses by providing empirical support for patterns identified in the discourse. Frequency analysis measures the occurrence of certain words, phrases, or discursive features across a corpus, helping to quantify aspects of the discourse that may signify broader trends or biases. Corpus linguistics tools. These tools enable the analysis of large text corpora, providing statistical data on linguistic patterns that can be related to social phenomena, such as collocation analysis, which examines the co-occurrence of words to reveal hidden meanings or associations. 3. Coding and thematic analysis. Coding and thematic analysis are essential techniques in both qualitative and quantitative CDA research, facilitating the systematic organization and interpretation of complex datasets. Coding involves categorizing segments of text according to predefined or emergent themes, concepts, or discursive features. Coding can be deductive, based on existing theories or frameworks, or inductive, emerging from the data itself. It allows researchers to organize the data systematically and prepare it for deeper analysis. Thematic analysis, a method for identifying, analyzing, and reporting patterns, themes, within data. In CDA, thematic analysis helps uncover the recurring ideas, concepts, and discursive strategies across a dataset, facilitating an understanding of how certain themes contribute to the construction of meaning and the exercise of power in discourse. 4. Considerations for using analytical tools and techniques. When employing these tools and techniques, researchers must consider several factors. Reflexivity. Researchers should maintain awareness of their own biases and perspectives and how these may influence the analysis. Rigor and reliability. Applying systematic and transparent methods enhances the rigor and reliability of the analysis, making findings more robust and credible. Ethical sensitivity. Analysis should be conducted with sensitivity to the ethical implications of representing voices, especially those of marginalized or vulnerable groups. The analytical tools and techniques in critical discourse analysis offer powerful means for exploring the intricate relationships between language, power, and society. By combining qualitative and quantitative methods, coding, and thematic analysis, researchers can uncover the subtle and overt ways in which discourse operates within social contexts, providing deep insights into the mechanisms of social construction and power negotiation. 3. Case studies. Critical Discourse Analysis, CDA, is applied across various fields to investigate the role of discourse in perpetuating power imbalances, shaping identities, and constructing social realities. The methodological rigor and interdisciplinary nature of CDA allow it to uncover the nuanced ways in which language influences and reflects societal structures and relations. Here, we present examples of CDA studies, highlighting their methodologies and findings to illustrate the approach's versatility and depth. 1. Case Study 1. Media Representation of Climate Change. Methodology. This study employed a mixed methods approach, combining qualitative analysis of discursive strategies with quantitative frequency analysis of key terms related to climate change across various media outlets. The research focused on the framing of climate change issues, examining how different media narratives construct interpretations of climate responsibility, urgency, and skepticism. Findings. The study revealed significant discrepancies in the representation of climate change, with some outlets emphasizing scientific consensus and urgency, while others highlighted skepticism and debate. The analysis showed how certain discursive strategies, such as metaphorical framing, e.g., climate battle, and modal verbs indicating uncertainty, could influence public perception and discourse around climate action. 2. Case Study 2. Political Discourse on Immigration. Methodology. Using Fairclough's three-dimensional model, this CDA study analyzed political speeches and documents concerning immigration policy. The analysis focused on identifying linguistic and rhetorical features used to construct representations of immigrants, as well as the ideological underpinnings of these representations. Findings. The research uncovered a prevalent use of metaphorical language that depicted immigrants as a flood or wave, invoking fear and portraying immigration as a natural disaster. Such framing served to legitimize strict immigration policies. Additionally, the study highlighted how language was used to construct a dichotomy between us, the in-group, or citizens, and them, the outgroup, or immigrants, reinforcing social divisions and justifying exclusionary practices. 3. Case Study 3. Online Discourse and Identity Construction. Methodology. Focusing on online forums and social media, this study applied Van Dijk's socio-cognitive approach to analyze how individuals negotiate and construct identity in digital spaces. The research involved thematic analysis of user-generated content, paying particular attention to the role of language in expressing and shaping gender identity. Findings. The analysis revealed that online discourse provided a dynamic space for the exploration and affirmation of gender identities, with users employing specific linguistic strategies to align with or challenge traditional gender norms. The study also noted the role of community-specific language in fostering a sense of belonging and shared identity among users. 4. Case Study 4. Educational Discourse and Inequality. Methodology. This study used Wodak's discourse historical approach to examine textbooks and educational materials, analyzing how historical narratives are constructed and what ideologies they convey. The focus was on the representation of colonial history and its impact on present-day perceptions of race and ethnicity. Findings. The findings highlighted a tendency to downplay or sanitize the violence of colonialism, often through passive voice or euphemism. Such discursive practices were shown to contribute to the erasure or marginalization of indigenous perspectives and experiences, reinforcing a Eurocentric worldview. These case studies exemplify the application of CDA in diverse contexts, showcasing its ability to uncover the deep-seated ideological and power structures embedded within discourse. Through meticulous analysis of linguistic and discursive practices, CDA studies illuminate the significant role of language in shaping social realities, identities, and power relations, contributing to a critical understanding of societal dynamics and challenges. Conclusion. Navigating through the complexities of critical discourse analysis, from its methodological underpinnings to its application in diverse contexts, underscores the pivotal role of language in the construction of social reality. The selection and analysis of discourse sources, underpinned by ethical considerations, reveal how language both mirrors and molds societal norms, identities, and power structures. Through the lens of CDA, the case studies illuminate the dynamic interplay between discourse and society, offering profound insights into the mechanisms of power negotiation and social construction. This exploration, guided by the foundational frameworks of Fairclough, Van Dyck, and Wodak, highlights the critical importance of rigorous, ethical discourse analysis in understanding and potentially transforming societal dynamics. By meticulously examining the nuances of discourse, CDA contributes to a deeper understanding of the social world, emphasizing the critical role of language in shaping, challenging, and reflecting the complex tapestry of human interaction and societal structures. Frequently asked questions. What is the importance of methodological rigor in CDA? Methodological rigor in CDA ensures that the analysis is systematic, transparent, and reproducible, which is crucial for the credibility and reliability of the findings. It involves careful selection of data, clear articulation of analytical frameworks, and thoughtful consideration of ethical standards, particularly when dealing with sensitive topics or marginalized communities. How are media texts relevant to CDA studies? Media texts are pivotal in CDA studies because they play a significant role in shaping public opinion, social norms, and ideologies. Analyzing these texts can reveal how power relations and social identities are constructed and perpetuated in society, offering insights into the mechanisms of media influence on public discourse and perception. What are some ethical considerations in CDA research? Key ethical considerations in CDA research include obtaining informed consent, ensuring anonymity and confidentiality, minimizing potential harm, and providing fair and accurate representation of the discourses analyzed. These considerations are vital for respecting the rights and dignity of individuals and communities involved in the study. Why might a researcher choose qualitative methods over quantitative methods in CDA? A researcher might choose qualitative methods in CDA to delve into the complexities and nuances of discourse, exploring its deeper meanings, contexts, and implications. Qualitative methods enable a detailed examination of linguistic features and discursive strategies, facilitating a rich understanding of how discourse constructs social realities and power dynamics. Can you explain the role of coding and thematic analysis in CDA? Coding and thematic analysis play a crucial role in organizing and interpreting discourse data in CDA. Coding involves categorizing text segments based on themes, concepts, or features, while thematic analysis identifies and analyzes patterns within the data. These techniques help researchers systematically uncover underlying themes and structures in discourse, providing insights into the mechanisms of social construction and power negotiation. How does the case study on media representation of climate change illustrate the use of CDA? The case study on media representation of climate change illustrates the use of CDA by showing how different media narratives construct interpretations of climate responsibility, urgency, and skepticism. It demonstrates CDA's ability to uncover the discursive strategies and linguistic features that shape public understanding and discourse on climate change, highlighting the media's role in influencing societal perceptions and actions. What findings were revealed in the Political Discourse on Immigration case study? The case study on political discourse on immigration revealed the use of metaphorical language to depict immigrants negatively and construct a dichotomy between us and them. It showcased how CDA can uncover the ideological underpinnings and discursive strategies used in political texts to legitimize policies, reinforce social divisions, and justify exclusionary practices. How does CDA contribute to understanding social dynamics and challenges? CDA contributes to understanding social dynamics and challenges by providing a critical lens through which the complex relationship between language, society, and power can be examined. Through detailed analysis of discourse across various contexts, CDA uncovers how language constructs and reflects social identities, norms, and power relations, offering insights into the mechanisms of social influence and change. What does the case study on online discourse and identity construction reveal? The case study on online discourse and identity construction reveals that digital spaces offer dynamic platforms for the exploration and affirmation of gender identities. It highlights how users employ specific linguistic strategies to align with or challenge traditional norms, underscoring the role of language in identity negotiation and community building in online environments. How do the presented case studies demonstrate the versatility of CDA? The presented case studies demonstrate the versatility of CDA by showcasing its application across different fields, including media studies, political discourse, online communication, and education. They illustrate how CDA can be employed to analyze a wide range of discourses, uncovering the ideological and power structures embedded within them, and highlighting its utility in addressing various societal issues and phenomena.